in from pavilion end, full of length defended. That's just beaten backward point, and that will race away to that shorter boundary. First boundary of the day.
This is cut by Potts down to vacant third man, and it's rolling along nicely. That should go for 4. And it does.
He's looked the most likely bowler to get a wicket this morning as well.
He comes into bowl to Potts, who leans back and guides that into a gap, and the short boundary in the offside. 4 more runs for Potts, is beginning to get going. 50 up for Durham. And that was driven nicely down the ground by Potts. There'll be runs there for him. He's on to 40.
Extra cover has come in for him. As he's lifted this one, that's not anywhere near short extra cover. That's somewhere halfway up the stands, over to the left as we look down.
Who knows? Yates comes into bowl, and that is short, and it's hit in the air, but he's got it over the inner field, Potts, so he'll get a couple of runs.
This is 50.
Brings up a half century then for Matthew Potts. Comes into bowl, gives it a bit of air, and just goes past that fielder along the ground for 4 runs to...
Yates comes in again, full of a length, and that's a wicket. Off he goes.
Middle stump.
Middle stump.
Ackerman, 22, he's out. It might be that Steve O'Shaughnessy said, I need to take my hat off before it blows in your face, so he now has. Breaks bowls, Bellingham flicks this through, short mid-wicket, and it should go all the way for 4, because it's only a 50-yard boundary, and it does.
A mid-wicket as well. As it comes in, a full of length, and that's driven handsomely through the covers, and that'll be 4. That's a beautiful shot by
Nice,
Potts.
that wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a lovely shot. As Yates comes in again, short of length, and that's been pulled into the leg side, and that will be 4 again.
Place over there. That's thumped high and long by Bellingham, and it's come down in the seats. In the oh, there's the wind. 21 behind now, following on. Bellingham with a cut, and that goes wide of first slip, and it's down to vacant third man for 4. Second slip would have snaffled that quite comfortably.
On our commentary, as Bethel comes into bowl, and it's played through mid-wicket for 4 runs by Bellingham. Every runs are valuable for Durham. It takes them closer.
Yeah, Yates in full of length, and that's driven out to a vacant point, and that is 4 runs to start the over.
You are hand warmers in the pockets. Yeah.
Yates again, and that's cut away into the leg side. It's been chased but not stopped. There, another 4 to add to the over. I think just a little bit of rain is covering the city now, as he comes in for his first delivery. Outside off, and that's
shot.
driven ever so well through the covers, and that'll be 4. That sounded beautiful off the bat.
Skirting around to the north.
Last ball of it over, that's been pulled away, and that will find a boundary.
Nice shot from Potts there.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
In comes Bethel. That's whacked out towards mid-wicket, and that is the end of Bellingham. He's not picked that up well there at all, and there was one fielder out there, and he's picked him out perfectly.
Yates gives that plenty of air, and Robinson drives and drives well. It evades the dive of Hannon Dolby at wide, sort of wide mid-off and down to the ropes.
Moment, wasn't it?
There's a slip and a short cover as Bethel comes in round the wicket, and that's clipped away into the offside for a single by Robinson, who moves on to 9.
Last week we just got rained off.
No.
Mosey in full of length, and that's driven into covers. Will it be cut off? No, that is 4 runs at Potts total. He moves to 96.
Comes into bowl to Robinson, who sweeps for 4. The back of square leg hits the concrete wall. Bethel round the wicket, and he's guided that pass backward point. That might go all the way for 4, and even if it doesn't, I think they will have time to run 3. It is going to be pulled in, but they do run 3, and Matthew Potts has his maiden first-class century. Very well batted. Came in as a night watcher yesterday, did his job then, and has gone on to prosper 173 balls. Round the wicket comes Bethel, gives that plenty of air. In fact, I think it's a low full toss in the end, and Robinson has dispatched it through long on for 4.
As he comes into attack, full outside off. That's driven through the covers for 4. And that's a very handsome shot from Robinson there. Yates flighted this time, and that's driven, and that is 4. And that brings the end of the over. Durham are...
That's swept for 4 by Potts. Nice shot down to fine leg. Bowles gives it a bit of air. It's swept, and that's 4 runs for Robinson. He moves on to 39. As this game goes through its closing stages, I can't remember whether is it 5 o'clock or 5:30 when we can finish. Well, it can't be. They can't declare it 10 to 5 unless they really trust Warwickshire. That's played through the offside for 4 runs.
Yates again is in and bowls, and back goes Robinson, cuts that away square on the offside, and that'll run down to the cover point boundary. That's Yates again, is in and bowls. Robinson drives past Oliver Hannon Dolby. It's being chased down to the fence, but he won't be stopped. It's 4 more. That brings up his half century. So Robinson becomes another half centurion. As Yates comes in and bowls, and forward comes Robinson, and he's out. He has got him, and Yates has got his 3rd wicket. 300, 350.
Yes,
they got 3.
Yeah.
They got 3. Yeah. I thought they had.
This is swept by Clark and away for 4 past square leg.
Here's Yates in. Again, that's given lots of air and beautifully played away by Potts right through extra cover. That is a magnificent shot.
Briggs, this is edged and out. Clark caught at fine leg. Who's that taking that catch? Derek says always great to see Matty Potts and Graham Clark doing well. Thanks, Marty, to you and the team. As Briggs bowls and Potts drives this way out towards the scoreboard corner of the ground. Is it going to make the ropes? It has. Just.
Starting on Friday.
Briggs bowls. Potts drives nicely. That's a lovely shot. That's away through the covers for 4. Heading off towards the far end of the Hollies stand. Miles jogs after it.
Northampton in a dead game actually bowled pretty well. That one is pitched up and it's dispatched away by Carse. So Carse is off the mark with a 4. Well, 134 balls before this one. Quite a lot. That's played onto the onside. 1 more run for Potts. He could get 150 here, although that was the last ball of the over, so he might be denied that.